Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Graves. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And the Chanticleers are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 20, he's got space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to blast their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
7, Kennesaw State, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense set on 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Now the toss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Finds his target down the middle.
Early in the game, I love giving my quarterback a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll try to run for it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Kennesaw State right back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The quick out. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They're testing the right side here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Loss of one on the play. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 7, Kennesaw State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's now third down.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Kennesaw State will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Number 14.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. On the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Graves. Makes the grab on the left. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Makes his connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Baldridge. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They're not into threes. They want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You see more and more of this in college football. They hand it off in the jet sweep on short yardage. This time the defense was not fooled at all. They were locked in. Get the receiver to the ground. No first down for you.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On first down, here comes this offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's looking to throw it. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The aerial assault continues. 14-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on second down. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. On the move. Bust through behind his pad. And that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender... absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have a threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're trying to get to it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, he'll fire. Snagged in the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Kennesaw State Owls will take over first and
10. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's York. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. On 4th down, going to the air. He finds his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He breaks a tackle.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you move that defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the...
And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown. Shot to clear. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Offense call. Out here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
safe completion on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
Come on, set.
The inside handoff. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Cut it, cut it.
Quarterback checking off. Now he's looking to throw it. Got it. Touchdown, Owls. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Fresno State dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's caught downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just said.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got enough for the first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kennesaw State 21, Coastal Carolina.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Comes out throwing on first down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up.
Wide open, he makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Dropping back, it's Graves. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal!
Coastal Carolina.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll line up to go for 2. Intercepted. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Set to kick off.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Owls will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after that completion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to pass, it's Decker. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And on that out route 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed, his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Chanticleers want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Graves. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. We reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Coastal Carolina.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
Here we go.
Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
On the double.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. You don't give a hoot! Kennesaw State does! Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going up top on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Chanticleers want to move quickly. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
In the end zone.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll run the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.